Since the start of the save, Stuttgart have been bouncing around that sort of mid-table area, but last year they dropped as low as 14th, which meant that we could become their manager, and we have done exactly that. The reason why I'm so excited for this season is because of the finances. We have $27 million to spend, which is more money than we've ever had in a replicating Ranieri season. Hopefully we spend it well, and I tell you, this could be the year that we finish the challenge. Don't miss it. Hello guys, and welcome back to the first episode of Replicating Ranieri with Stuttgart, where today we are diving straight into the transfer window and we are getting back into the Bundesliga for the third time now. We've been here with Eintracht Frankfurt, we've been here with Augsburg, and now we're here with Stuttgart, and I could not be more happy to be here. If you guys haven't watched Replicating Ranieri before, click the icon up above, which will show you the whole playlist, but I will tell you how the rules work. So basically, we are trying to replicate what Claudio Ranieri did with his Leicester City side, and that was take a side that finished 14th place and win the Premier League. So what we're trying to do is take a squad that finished 14th place or lower and try and take them to the top of their respective leagues. So this year we're trying it with Stuttgart, and hopefully we can finally complete the challenge. I feel like I've been doing this challenge for ages. Not sure if I'm ever going to get it done. We've been very, very close, a lot closer than I ever thought we would have come. But I feel like this season could be a special one, and it's time for us to meet the squad. If we go onto the tactics page, of course I've got the Gegenpress loaded up. How could I not? This is the players in our squad, and a couple that you might actually recognise. For example, Julian Draxler, a former player for us when we were at Augsburg, so we don't mind that at all. Welcome back, Julian. And also a couple of other players that I feel like are very good, and the reason why I'm so excited for this season. For example, Gonzalez, with $43 million. We have never, I know that value isn't everything in this game, but we have never had a player worth even half of that, I don't think. It is absolutely ridiculous, especially not a player who's actually in the club before we come. I've probably loaned in a player or two, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked with this squad. We've also got a pretty good central midfielder in this man, Rayner. I'm not sure I've ever heard of him before, but he looks very, very good. A couple of good centre-backs as well, and overall, a very good squad. The positions I'm looking for are left wing, maybe one midfielder, a right back, and a goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is easily our weakest position, with this man being our current starter. Don't think he's quite cutting the mustard for the start of the season. I've already got quite a few players on my shortlist as per usual, and I'm trying to scout them all just to see what we can get. And also I'm looking on the transfer list to see who we can bring in for cheap and stuff like that. But there we go, we can take a look down here. Confirmation, Raxo is the Stuttgart manager, and I could not be more thrilled with it. And it's time for us to go straight into the transfer window. Hopefully we get a lot of deals done. How much longer do we have until the start of the season? So it is the 17th now. Our first game is on the 15th. So I have just about a month to do everything that I need to do. We'll probably go through a lot of transfers today and play the first game of the season. Hopefully we can bring in some awesome players. I'll let you guys know when I do exactly that. I'm ready to make my first signing, and I tell you what, you're all looking at me like, Rexo, you're an absolute idiot. This guy is a random Scottish dude from the Scottish Premier League. But take a look at those stats. Oh my goodness me. Playing him on a Mazzala on the attacking role. There's not a single box this man doesn't tick. Maybe a little bit more work rate could come in handy. But to be honest, he looks like an absolute star. First touch, dribbling, finishing, solid long shots, good passing, great mentals apart from the work rate. His physicals aren't too bad either. I just think we've got an absolute wonder kid here. I'm not going to lie. This is probably one of the best signings I've made for quite some time. And for only 3.5 million, don't mind if I do. Simulate forward a day to see how the fans react. I mean, I don't think they're going to react that well. Well, I don't think they're going to react that badly, but I'm not expecting an A+ rating out of this, but come on, that is an insane signing on my behalf. and it is confirmed. We're going to send him honest language course, a B rating, not too bad at all. He is 3.5 star current ability, and he could go all the way up to 4.5 star potentially in the future. Can't wait to see what he can do for this club, and the signings aren't over yet, trust me on that. Straight afterwards, the second signing comes in, and it's a man that you might recognise. Hempel comes in on loan from Bayern Munich, just like he did for us all the way back at Augsburg. So, hopefully he's going to be an amazing signing for us once again. He wasn't that good at Augsburg, but I feel like he will do a pretty good job. He's a little bit older, a little bit more wise, a little bit more better in the technical and mental areas. I think he's certainly going to be a great signing for us. He might not even start, but I mean, either way, this man is going to have an impact on our squad, and hopefully it's a positive one. I can't see a situation where it isn't, though, to be completely honest with you. We have a big signing coming in and a big sale going out. This man is going to leave the club for $15 million. He is not that good, and I'm very happy to get rid of him for that sort of a fee. I wasn't looking to sell him, but we've brought this man in who, in my opinion, is just as good, if not better, than the player that we're selling. He can play in more positions: right wing, left mid, right mid, a central attacking midfielder and striker, kind of. And he comes in for only $3.4 million, whereas the player that we're selling goes out for $15 million. I'll tell you what, if that's not good business, I don't know what is. And apparently they think I want Illich. I mean, I like Illich, but I don't know why they think I want him. Now, I wasn't actively looking for a centre-back, but when one like this comes up for $4.4 million, I find it very hard to say no. He can also play right-back, which is a position that we were looking for, but he's not exactly the kind of right-back I'd normally go for. I want more of a, attacking-minded one that can really swing in a ball or run down the line, stuff like that. He's certainly more of a centre-back in my opinion, but he looks like an absolutely world-class one, and I can't see a way he doesn't find his way into the first team for the rest of the season. He comes in for only $4.4 million from Boca Juniors, and I think he's going to be a star for us. That is the last piece of business that we have done before the first game of the season, and it is upon us right now. The first game is against Hertha Berlin, a pretty solid squad, and this is the team that we are using to try and counter that. A couple of players that I really thought would start for me are left on the bench, so that does show me that I think that I have an alright team at my disposal, to say the least. Hopefully we can still get a couple more signings in, because this is not a completed squad, in my opinion, just yet. But this is what we're going to go into the first game of the season with, and hopefully we can come away with all 3 points to start us off exactly how we would like. This squad looks pretty young, with a lot of regens, but a couple of players you will recognise in Van der Beek and also Piatek up top. Hopefully they don't do too well against us tonight, but I'm feeling pretty confident, maybe a little bit overconfident, but I like the team that I've created with this amount of money that we've been given. I like the players that I already had at my disposal. How many players are on their debut? So we've got Meyer, Hutchinson, Hempel, and Bresciani. I think that's how you would say that. So we have quite a few players coming in, but they had a lot of strength back even before I came into the club. Straight off the bat, we have not had any opportunities in this game, but we're dominating possession. Let's translate that into some chances, hopefully. We've already had 3 shots, which isn't too bad at all, but I'd like to see us put one into the back of the net before half-time, ideally, because that would certainly settle my nerves. It looks like we're going to have the blandest of halves ever, and we're going to race straight through and tell the team that we are not happy with their performance so far. Like, I'm not furious with... Oh God, that was the weirdest way to pronounce furious ever. I'm not furious with the performance, but if you take a look at the stats, we really should be doing better at this point. And it looks like, straight off the bat, in the second half, we have won a penalty, and I have not set up the penalty taker. So I'm going to try and quickly pause it and get onto switching it so I can make sure I do have the best penalty taker. Can I get it right? And I think the penalty is awarded. There we go. Change taker. Alright. Yeah, no, I think that Gonzalez is certainly the best taker. He's motivated as well. I don't see a way that he misses it. Touch wood. Come on. Gonzalez for the first goal under my regime at Stuttgart. He puts it into the bottom left corner. What a finish. Well, okay, I say what a finish. It was a penalty. But let's take a look at that on the replay. Really good penalty. He was confident, he was motivated, and he doesn't make any mistakes. 1-0 up at the start of the second half, and that's exactly what we needed to settle some nerves. And you can see that Hempel and our left back are performing quite well. Our left back just gone back down to a 6.9, but Hempel did very well for us at Augsburg, and the CDM on that deep line playmaker role in a defensive formation always gets a really high rating for me when you play with the Gegenpress. I don't know why, but it seems to work out really well. They always play well, so I'm hoping that it keeps going like that for the rest of the season. Rayner, though, apparently not having a very good matchup, and that is okay because I was very much thinking whether or not I should even be starting him, but the fact that he's worth so much, and I think the fact that he's played quite well for them previously, actually, I didn't really take a look at them. Yeah, he's done pretty well for them previously, made me think that I should probably be playing him, but not a great debut under me, but that is okay. I'm sure that he can get better and better as the season goes on, and I'm sure that we can get better and better as a club as the season goes on, because we've only had one opportunity in this entire game. I am on key highlights, right? Yeah. Alright. Klaassen comes on and gets an injury straight away. Not exactly what we wanted, but I mean, he's not exactly the most crucial player in my squad, but he's definitely my favourite midfielder that's on the bench. But it doesn't matter either way. One opportunity, one penalty, one goal, and one win to start the season. Very, very bland affair. Hopefully we have some more exciting football being played for the rest of the season. But I'm very happy that we got off to winning ways at the start of the season and we finished the first episode in third place. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to tune in to next episode because we will be finishing the transfer window. Sorry that this is where we're cutting it off, but we've got to make sure that we can get as much content out as possible, and I don't want to drag this episode out for too much longer so that it's like, half an hour. But anyway, as per usual, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you all later.